Alrighty guys, welcome back to another American Reacts. I'm continuing my island fever here. We did Kangaroo Island a few days ago. It looked really cool. Loved the vibe there from what I could see. Looked awesome. So a lot of you mentioned I got to do Fraser Island. This place looks incredible from the almost nothing I've seen, but just heard from you guys. A lot of sand, beautiful beaches, beautiful coasts. And I think it's one of the top places you can go off-roading, as I would call it, or just one of the best places you can take a 4x4. So all of that sounds excellent to me. Let's take a look at Fraser Island. We're going to be looking at a couple videos, and I'll have them linked in the description, so check them out. This first one is from the channel just called Queensland, Australia. So let's check it out. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Lake Mackenzie. Wow, that's gorgeous. And you guys weren't kidding. That sand is so gorgeous. It's beautiful white. Just white. Looks great. The only white sand I've been near wasn't even sand at all. It was gypsum. That was White Sands National Park in New Mexico. If you don't know what that is, I highly suggest you Google White Sands at sunset. It'll blow your mind. The place was incredible. But yeah, white sand beaches I have not been to, unfortunately. That looks awesome. I'd like to be there right now. Look at that water, too. Incredible. This music is loud, man. Woo! That is loud music. Look at that. Wow. It's almost like, it's forest, but it's almost like rainforest looking, huh? 4x4 around the island. Now, this is what I would like. Look at that terrain. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that looks very nice. Dang. You guys know what I like, man. Keep up the great suggestions, everybody. I tell you what, look at this shot. For perspective, look how big these are. Right next to the water. The gorgeous beach. Look at how small that SUV looks. It looks like an ant next to that. That's crazy, man. Love it. And he's driving right on the beach. How cool is that? Orchid Beach. Waddy Point. Look at that. Nice terrain. Look at the dolphins. The beautiful crystal clear water like that. Is that a regular dog or is that a dingo? I don't know. I wouldn't know, so... Valley of the Giants. Look at these humongous trees, man. That is crazy. The Mahanos Shipwreck. Let me get a look at that again. That's wild, dude. Look at that. Whoa. How long has that been there? Right? What's the story with that? I feel like that's been there for probably like 200 years or something. Beautiful terrain. The pinnacles. Wow. Oh, look at that. Dude. Queensland, Australia. Wow. I mean, when does Australia ever disappoint? It just doesn't, man. It just doesn't. There's so many places I already want to see. Let's get real. I just want to freaking drive around the whole damn thing, man. That looks so nice. We're going to look at one more video. That's from Queensland, Australia. I'll have that linked in the description down below. Okay, and this next video is also about Fraser Island. This is, of course, from the channel called The Planet D. Check them out in the description, please. Go ahead and throw a thumbs up on there. Let's see what they have to say about their little travel guide and vlog from Fraser Island.
Cool.
Here we go.
Driving along a beach like this. I mean, it's something that you can't really do anywhere else in the world. And for that reason alone, I love it. And it's fun.
Hell yeah. He's saying that you can drive on the beach. That's so cool, man. Not many beaches you can do that at. I think there's a couple in the U.S. you can do that at, but they don't quite look like this, I'm sure.
I just love traveling along
Florida
Fraser Island. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is the largest sand island in the world. And the cool thing about this...
Largest sand island in the world. I think you guys did mention that in my comments section. That is incredible, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so this place is legit, man. This is some beautiful,
Is that you can
beautiful
drive
island
along
right
the
here.
beach. It's so incredible.
Yeah, the longest beach here is 75 miles long, which is pretty awesome.
Wow.
Getting your 4x4 and just hitting the speed and, you know, going along there, having the beautiful ocean on one side and then these amazing sand dunes on the other side really is
Oh, those are sand dunes, not rocks? Jeez, fooled me, man. You fooled me. Those are big then. And the vegetation growing on there. God, it's so scenic.
something that's incredibly unique. I've never driven in a landscape like this before.
No, neither have I, man. I'm envious, dude. I would love to drive on that.
Pretty
That
cool.
looks
You
amazing.
take a ferry over from the mainland and then you just hit the road and drive. And there are a lot of
Nice.
sights to see along the way. It's not just to drive and stop and look at the beach. There are many sights like
The shipwreck, they have a shipwreck right there that's
There it
been
is.
sitting there. I think it just had its like 100-year anniversary
Oh,
of
100
sitting
years.
on the beach in 2015. And
Wow.
you know, that's pretty cool. It's probably the most popular one.
Yeah, I think it's actually falling apart, so you better get here soon. You can't
Uh-oh,
go
I better
within
get
3
there.
meters of it because they say it's so dangerous that it's eroding and everything. And I
Yeah.
heard one woman today
Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch that. Or how much? How much would someone have to pay you to lick that? Just a quick, you know, Yeah, I would definitely watch it from a few feet away. No need to lean on it or get a pic for the gram leaning on it, right? Don't need any weird, God knows what you'd get or tetanus or anything.
say that she couldn't believe how much it had sunk. I guess it is.
That
really
is
sunk in
incredible,
the sand
yeah.
over the years.
That's
So
pretty
it's
cool.
It's
pretty
literally
to walk
sinking
around and
in
see.
probably every few years.
What else can you see here on Fraser
There's
Island?
the champagne pools. Now that's almost at the end of the drive.
That
of
looks
the
really
beach.
cool.
You want to drive to the very end and get to the champagne pools, and that is one of the most picturesque places on the island.
That looked like
Definitely.
you see that in the background? Was that a dog or? I'm thinking those are dingoes. I'm gonna go with my gut and say those are dingoes. Maybe it's someone's freaking dog. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I saw something moving back there.
Heading to the champagne pools.
Yeah, these pools look nice, man.
Once you've parked, getting to the
Look at
champagne
that.
pools is an easy walk along the boardwalk. At low tide, it's a popular swimming spot to let the waves crash over you as you sit in the pools.
Dude, how cool.
You have to drive 2 hours either side of high tide. So you want to make sure that high tide is at least 2 hours away from when you drive.
Wow, that's interesting, huh? Dang.
Keep
Look
an
at
eye on
that.
the tide table so you aren't stranded somewhere during high tide.
Ooh,
Many
that
people get
sounds
stuck
scary.
on the beach or end up having to drive inland to find their way back. So if you are driving a long way on the island, be
Yikes.
sure to give yourself plenty of time and stay away from wet sand.
Yes.
We saw many people stuck during our time on the island.
I can attest to that. In my limited experience, sand, I've driven in sand dunes, okay? Sand is rough, man. It's my least favorite thing to drive in because it's super sketchy, especially in a heavy truck like I've been doing in the past, especially wet sand. That acts even weirder, right? Ugh, that can be dangerous. Definitely be careful.
It's a free-for-all today.
It is. It's mass chaos out here. Lots of cars and probably the closest to high tide you can drive.
Dang. Yeah, look at all that convoy of vehicles. Jeez. There's another dip. Oh, man.
And that's
Don't get
how it's
stuck.
done.
In a truck like this, anyways.
There are dingoes on the island.
Knew
the wild
it.
dogs of Fraser Island are famous as they are the last pure dingoes in Australia.
Wow, okay, I didn't know
You are not
that.
allowed to feed them and do not approach them. They are at the top of the food chain on the island, so they have no problem hunting.
Oh, wow.
If you feed them, it disrupts the island's natural balance. Now it's getting exciting. We're going
That's cool.
inland
Remember, I don't know much about dingoes, so
to Lake
That's cool to see.
Mackenzie, and we're on a
How
sand
dangerous
track
are
on
they?
the way in. This is the world's largest sand island, so what was I expecting? A sand track, of course. How is it, Dave?
Pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun to drive on. You really just got to watch out because it's one lane. You got to watch out for other people. At least they have pull-offs. Pretty cool though. This is fun. Another great place you have to visit is where we are right now on Lake Mackenzie. It's about an 11-kilometer drive from IWrocker Resort inland. And let me tell you, this is just a spectacular sight. It's a beautiful landscape, this very calm white sand,
That's beautiful,
blue waters, and really, you kind of have it all to yourself when you're here.
Dang. I'd love to have a cold one on that
There are more than
beach.
100 freshwater lakes waiting to be explored. Another beautiful one we visited was Lake Wabi. It's the deepest lake on the island, and it's famous for its giant hammerstone sandblow that plunges into it.
Also, make sure you get yourself over to Central Station, which is on the west side of the island. It's very jungly and green, and it really makes you feel like you're in a completely different place than from that big 75-mile-long beach to these beautiful lakes. So there's a big contrast between the landscapes here on Fraser Island.
That's surprising to me. So it's, I imagine, a very decent-sized island.
You definitely want to make sure you have a good 4x4 and get off the beach. Actually, it's more fun driving inland, I thought, than the beach. You got these off-track sandy
That looks like some good
tracks
trails.
that are just bumpy.
Look at that. Oh, dude. My God, I need to go 4x4 driving in Australia, man. You guys know I started this channel. I've always been an off-roader. That's how I originally started this channel like 3 years ago, dude. I love off-roading. And this looks like, honestly, is Australia the best country in the world for off-roading? I think it might be.
Real adventure,
I really do.
actually, driving inland.
That it is, and make sure everybody who's in the car with you actually drives, because it's a lot different being a passenger than it is being the driver.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely more fun driving, I can attest. And then you also want to make sure that you lower your PSI in your
tire
tires.
pressure.
It's really important that you go down to at least 20 PSI for the sand.
you can't be on sand all pumped up.
It keeps you from getting stuck, it gives you more traction, and you just have more control of the car.
Look at that dip. Whoa. That'll give you some
different
flex.
places to stay here on Fraser Island. The majority of people actually camp. There's a lot of different camping areas all along here. Just check which things are open and which are closed. And there's also a couple different resorts, like the IWrocker Resort, as well as Kingfisher Resort. So you have your choice. One's on the east side and one's on the west side of the island.
Look at that. Those are sand dunes. That's insane.
The beaches are patrolled and the speed limit is 40 kilometers per hour. You'll come across a lot of terrain, from shallow rivers, deep sand tracks, steep climbs, and extensive plunges.
Look at that.
If you hesitate just a little, you may find yourself stuck.
I'm thinking I got to watch some off-roading videos from Fraser Island. Yeah? What do you guys think of that? Tell me down below. I'm thinking that's
When looking at the map,
happening.
things look closer than they appear. The travel is bumpy, it's difficult, there's wet sand, and it can take time to travel just a few kilometers. You'll also be sharing the road with airplanes.
Look at that.
There's
That's
a landing
insane.
strip right on.
These freaking planes are like right there. Damn, keep your eyes peeled driving on the beach. That's what I'm thinking. Damn, I'm gonna be getting in his way.
So watch out for other drivers, planes,
Holy
windows,
smokes, man, that's
tracks,
wild.
Water, and rivers. If you keep your wits about you, you'll have an amazing time driving the world's largest sand island.
The world's largest sand island. Wow, how cool is that, man?
So when you come to Queensland, make sure that you add Fraser Island to your Australian adventure. You won't regret it.
I feel like they're having a good time, man.
After a wonderful time here on Fraser Island, it's come to an end, and we head onto the ferry to head back over to Hervey Bay.
Very cool. Very good video, guys. That was from the Planet D. So make sure and check them out in the description. I like that. That was a very good guide and breakdown. Let's look it up. And here are some pictures. We got a dingo chilling right there in the sand. Look at that white sand. Oh, that's great, man. That's super nice. And there's where it is. Okay, this is what I was wondering, because you know me, I like maps. I like to see what we're working with. It's not far away at all, right? It's not far away at all. Here's the mainland. Here's the state of Queensland. And yeah, it's not too far at all. I imagine that ferry ride is not long. Like what, maybe half an hour? Something like that. Maybe even less. And that shipwreck. That's so cool, isn't it? That is so cool. Coastline is beautiful. The water, the sand dunes they were showing. How beautiful is that place? I tell you what, man. To all of you that suggested that to me, good on you, because it looks like a great place. Wow. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I know I said it earlier. As an off-road guy, not only do I want to go to Australia for a lot of reasons, but I feel like that's off-roading paradise. There's so many places to go in a 4x4 in Australia, and it's, geez, that just makes me excited. I know you guys have a lot more vehicles to choose from than we do here. Off-road style 4x4s are just, it's just not the same culture here as it is from what I've seen in Australia. You guys have a lot cooler rigs than we do here per capita, right? So Fraser Island looks amazing. I definitely want to revisit this with some off-roading videos I can watch from here. Let me know what you guys think of Fraser Island. Have you been there? Do you want to go there? I know I do. I want to go there. Tell me your experience there. Is Australia off-roading paradise? You can tell me that as well, because I'm starting to think it is. And dang it, I want to go. I want to go. Tell you what, an easy way you can help me out is just throw a thumbs up on there. That'll help out this video a lot. Subscribe for more stuff like this. We did hit 25,000 recently, so thank you. Thank you to all of you guys. That's amazing. I'm super stoked. Let's get 50 next. Let's do it. Anyways, peek at the description. There's some cool stuff in there you can help me out with. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, catch you later.